Look what I made. Or did I buy? Stay tuned.
I'm a fish nerd, a fish nerd, a fish nerd, a fish nerd.
Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Jason with Jadren Aquatics. Thanks for joining me again. So let me tell you a little story about these Plecostomus caves. So I decided that I was going to go ahead and DIY these all by myself because I need lots and lots of Pleco caves. And those things can get a little bit pricey. So first thing first, I do my research like I always do to find out what it takes, where I get the tile or the slate or the saw or everything that I need. So I find the saw, I order it, it's a little cheaper on Amazon, get it in. You know, it's this little saw, it's called a wet saw because it actually runs in the water to cut the tile. And I've used other saws and stuff, so I'm thinking this isn't going to be that big of a deal. And so typically the way you do is you get a saw and you cut the pieces down, as you can see from these things. It's just slate that these things are made out of. So you're cutting all these different pieces, and then you just take the normal silicone like you use on your aquariums and you just glue the whole thing together. So there's not a whole lot that you have to do to it. So I thought, man, this isn't going to be that hard at all. I'm going to make a whole bunch of these things. Maybe, you know what? Maybe I might just make some of these things and sell them. Well, my saw comes in and I leave it there for a while before I finally get started. And I finally like, all right, I got to work on this thing some. I got to get these caves. I got all these new tanks coming in. Got to get some caves made. So get the saw set up, read about it, get it all put together, put the water in it, and I turn it on first of all, and never used a wet saw, so of course it slings water. You know, it's got a little guard, but it's still shooting that stuff out. So I soak my shirt with the water, and I'm thinking, okay, whatever. So then I put the tile in there and I start sawing it, and man, I'm not comfortable at all. I feel like my fingers are way too close where I'm pushing this thing to where this thing's cutting. And every once in a while, this thing is throwing sparks off of the stone. I don't know how sparks are created. I thought sparks is like metal, but this is, I don't know, metal from the blade hitting the rock. I don't know, whatever it is. It's throwing sparks. That's a little bit unsettling. And so I cut 3 or 4 pieces, and as I get to the very end, it's like the vibration is enough where it finally kind of snaps it at the end, and my whole brain is thinking, man, this thing's gonna shoot one of these pieces back into me. So I've had a few bad experiences with saws, like when I'm cutting those plastic tops that I made. One time I was cutting it and it got caught and it shot back, and the plastic itself cut my finger open, not the saw. So I'm a little bit nervous when using those things. So after I did about 3 or 4 pieces, and I got down to a piece where I needed to cut a piece this small, and I saw how close I was going to get it to the guard, and where was I going to put my hand? I had no idea, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing with this enough, and this is not worth losing a finger. So I shut the saw down, and I immediately get online because there's this guy, Kevin Keith, online that I've seen a bunch of times, who makes these Pleco caves that I just showed you. He also makes some really cool condo ones that have like 15 holes in it, and they're about this tall. So I thought, I'm just buying them. Like, I don't even care. So I contact him and I'm like, what do you have? And he shows me what he has in stock. He has a whole bunch of them. I'm like, send them all to me because I am not going to build these things myself. But the good news is, if there's anybody out there that wants to build it themselves, I have a brand new saw that's been used one time that I'll sell for really cheap if you're interested. It's a Skill brand, I think. If you're willing to take it on, or you've done this before and it does not bother you, then have at it. So let me go ahead and show you these amazing caves. So I got, I think I got 3 or 4 different styles. So this is the 2-shotter. Got 2 caves in here, and also got a little cavey thing up here at the top to play in. You guys will see. Again, it's all made out of the slate. And of course, the back is closed off, so it's a complete cave. That's what caves are. I don't know what I'm saying. They're cool. Way better than I can make them look. And this is the 3-shot one. Why do I keep calling it a shot? This is not a shot, it's a hole. It's a 3-hole cave. I guess I'm holding it upside down. I'll leave his link down below if you guys are interested in buying these things. These things are extremely affordable. I would tell you how much, but I don't remember what I paid for them, so. But whatever, these things are really, really cool. And so, and they come, he ships them priority mail, so when they come in all wrapped, because obviously they can be pretty fragile since they're just slate. So he's got them all wrapped up in this plastic. There's another 2-one. And then I bought so many, it took 2 boxes to ship them in. Actually, there must be a 3rd box that didn't make it, because I got some of the ones that have 4 or 5 holes in them too, and I don't see them in here. And I didn't even ask him how many boxes he shipped, and I don't know if it actually says. Well, I thought it might say box 1 or 2 or something. So whatever, I didn't get them all. So. I know you're thinking, Jason, why don't you get a knife or some scissors? Well, that'd be too easy, and that's not something I have around. Golly! Right, we're going out a different way. It's all, again, nice and perfectly wrapped. Another 2-one. And I guess that's obviously another 2-one, and this one is obviously another 3-one. So again, I guess there's other boxes I didn't even realize. I just now literally opened these things, so who knows. So there you go. There's some awesome looking caves. If you guys want to reach out to him to have him make some for you, or if you want to DIY them yourself, then you DIY them and pray for your fingers, because that thing is not for me. Be sure to leave a comment down below. You guys any questions, or you got any comments, or you just want to say happy St. Patrick's Day. You just go right on ahead. So thanks again, guys, and God bless.